talked about showing your home with in a worry-free environment for buyers last time. What do sellers need to know about people coming into their home for a physical showing? Amy, if you could take that one.
Sure. Well, I think, right away when COVID-19 came into play, our agents had to really adjust quickly and recognize that, there were going to still be times where people needed to get into homes to see them. And so they had to recognize we needed to figure out how to do that in a way that everyone could feel safe. So, we made sure that our agents were working with having gloves, having masks, making sure that people coming through also, had safety PPE available to them to come in safely. Hand sanitization is super important, so they made sure that they had that available. It was really being one step ahead of whoever you were going to be interacting with for who was coming into the home. But it was also really important to make sure your seller was comfortable with what was going to happen. And so, our agents really worked effectively to do essentially hands-free showings, which allowed all of the doors to be open that they would need access to, that a buyer would need access to. We would have all of the lights on. So everything was ready to go to make it really easy for somebody to physically walk through a home without impacting any germs or having any sort of impact that would be fearful to the sellers.
Are sellers doing open houses now? That restriction has been lifted. Do you recommend that sellers do open houses?
Well, I think the recommendation needs to come back to what are the sellers comfortable with. This is all about safety, and everyone's level of safety is a little bit different. That being said, there have been guidelines put into place as to how many people can be in a home at one time during open houses. The maximum is 10 people. And it is also encouraged that PPE is worn when people are coming in. The other thing that we have had and in place since the beginning of COVID-19 is we've created a disclosure that allows the sellers to get comfortable with making sure that there's full disclosure as to who's coming into the home and if they are, their health is that if they're healthy prior to coming and doing the showing.